Hello, hello, hello. I love Fridays. Anybody that's been rocking with us on Fridays knows that I love Fridays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you know what? For anybody that's in Total Life Changes, TLC, we know that Friday is our Monday because our work week is Friday through Thursday. So happy first day of the work week. And I'm hoping that everybody had an amazing dinner yesterday. And I'm hoping that everybody's ready to reset. And why don't you do us a favor and tell us where you're chiming in from? Well, because right now I'm in Virginia. Well, actually, I'm in North Carolina, but it touches Virginia. So I would love, love, love to know where everybody is chiming in from tonight. So put it in the chat. Where are you chiming in from? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Brenda Bracy. And oh, South Carolina, Albany. Yes, I know Brenda Bracy is in DC. Charlotte, Miss Denise. Hey, Miss Denise. I met Miss Denise in Atlanta. Hello, Miss Denise. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes, fabulous. Tanish, we got Cheryl Booker, um, Jen Lowe. We got Jacqueline Hemingway coming in the door. Riverdale, Georgia. Okay, I know where Riverdale, Georgia is. Thank you, thank you. That's past the airport. So, welcome everybody. We are so happy to have you this evening. And I know that people have things to do. So, I am very mindful of time. So, I am not going to hold you up this evening. So, without further ado, we're going to get this party started. So, welcome, 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 welcome. For those of you that don't know me, I am Mia Galloway. I am an executive director in this amazing company called Total Life Changes. And I'm hoping and praying that there are some guests in the building tonight because we're all about sharing. That we don't want to gatekeep the greatness of Total Life Changes, the products, the compensation, all the good stuff. Our community is top tier. If anybody knows that this community is top tier, put some fire in the chat because community is everything. We are totally supported here. I don't see any fire in the chat. You guys don't know that this community is super dope, as people say. Anyway, I want to just give honor where honor is due. Mr. Jack Fallon, who is the owner and the person that started Total Life Changes over 20 years ago. Thank you, Mr. Jack Fallon. He said yes, and he created this most amazing product called NutriBurst. If you haven't had NutriBurst yet, you need to get some. And then also, I mean, it would be remiss of me if I did not salute our executive ambassador, Miss Natalie Nicole Smith. She is the one who created this platform. She's been in the company over 10 years. She's a seven-figure earner, and she is a God-centered leader. And we love our Natalie Nicole Smith. So shout out to Natalie Nicole Smith. So I'm going to introduce a lady tonight. I get to share this platform with someone who I have had the pleasure to meet. We first met in Detroit. And she is a go-getter. She is a creative. She has a very interesting story. This woman experienced a life-changing incident. She was in a car accident, okay? And that was in 2013. In 2013, she broke both her ankles and her hip. Now, I'm a person who's never broken a bone, so I don't even want to imagine what that's like. This lady had two broken ankles, a broken hip, and she faced mental breakdowns and weight gain. I mean, duh, that's like a no-brainer. She released over 100 pounds. That's freaking huge, right? She released over 100 pounds on these products. Salute this woman. She is a rising star in Total Life Changes, and her name is Jenise Albritton. Jen, please take the platform.
Thank you so much, Mia, for that introduction. First of all, I'm so glad that I was able to meet you in Detroit. Never missed an event that you qualified for, right? So I'm so glad that I went to that event and got a chance to meet you. Man, you have been absolutely amazing, and thank you for allowing me to be a guest. Thank you to our executive ambassador, Coach Natalie Nicole, for this platform. Definitely grateful to be able to share it with you tonight and come to you all and share my little testimony. Like Mia said, just wow. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. I'm just grateful to be alive. For me, I'm just glad to be here. Right. I did have a car accident in 2013, chasing my dreams, trying to get to Atlanta. I'm an author, speaker, and different things, but chasing my dreams. And so, I had a choice to lay down and stay down and deal with what happened, or to press through. I asked God to, well, help me use this to reach more people. So fast forward through that, I gained some weight. I did step into the things I wanted to do, acting, my all those things, speaking. But in that, I did gain some weight. I did get depressed because it's hard, because you go into the blame game of, I could have did this instead of that and avoid it, but so I ended up moving from Atlanta to Jacksonville, Florida, where money was good, but I gained weight, and I gained it quickly. We're talking about 50 some pounds between January and November, to the point of having trouble breathing, walking. And at that point, I really didn't even know if I was going to make it to the end of the year. But answered prayer. I said, God, I am a creative. This can't be it. Me being in the cubicle much is good, but this just cannot be it. It's got to be something else for me. And we love tea. Bojangles. I'm from Kingston, North Carolina, small town. Country. So got the Bojangles and the Hardys and all that stuff, right? So I didn't know an answered prayer would come how it came. It was an answered prayer that could have been answered before if I had recognized it, but I didn't. But everything in God's timing, right? So when I was almost 300 pounds, heavy, a double XL, um, just depressed, didn't know if I was gonna make it. God sent me some tea. Okay, it was a green pack back then, but He sent me the brew tea. All right, now it was already made. I bought it, paid $25, drank it. I lost 5 pounds the first week. I was like, okay, but let's try this again. I lost 5 pounds again. I said, well, Lord, wait a minute now. This is tea. I was like, what is this? So I started looking it up. Like, God, looking at the ingredients, and I was looking at some other things they had on there. I was like, okay, so it says something about NutriBurst, right? I was like, okay, well, what's that about? I was like, it's got minerals and nutrients, supposed to help a little bit with energy and stuff. So I started using that. And so finally I said, well, so where I am, we got all the plants. So you might get your beef, turkey, pork, all your meats right here from my little place, right here, Kinston and Smithfield, right? You've seen Smithfield ham. So that's my area where everything goes out, right? So I said, well, what would happen if I just decided to not eat meat? So that Christmas was my last time eating eating meat and everything like that. I've been pescatarian since. And I did something called a Get Fit Kit, which is the Bruty, NutriBurst, and the NRG. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. So my whole first 90 days was 40 pounds down. And can I tell you, first of all, being in my family, everybody's plus size. I didn't know in my closet there's smalls and extra smalls. There's size 10s, there's 8s. Okay. Um, so I got down to 171. I never knew I could be that small. So I never knew that I could be that healthy. And with losing the weight, I ran a mile the other day. I've run the Jacksonville Bridges around, which is 6 miles. I've climbed mountains and things. So these products, the total life change, not only did it give me life back, but it gave it back more than what I had before. Because I always kind of been plus size my whole life, but it gave me back more than what I lost in the accident, plus some. And so I'm really grateful for these products. Thankful for Mr. Jack Fowler for his belief in the products. These products have allowed me to cross time zones, state lines. I did come back home at 21 when my dad told me he had a mini stroke, and I believed in these products enough to say, "Hey, I can do this. Come home. As long as I got something, I know I can make some extra income." And I came on home, and I've been home since. And that's been a life change too. So I'm just really grateful for the products. It's been I've been here 7 years using these products. I love my brew tea. I love the slimming system I'm on right now. That has been amazing too. But these products have absolutely been life changing. So I'm grateful to be here with this team and with these products.
All right, well,
Thank
let's put some
you.
fire in the chat for Miss Jenise Albritton. I always call her Jen. I found out her name is Jenise, and that's such a beautiful name. Thank you, Jen, for sharing this platform tonight. And I just want to give a little bit of a snippet. First, I want to say anybody that's here, if you're just strictly about the products and whoever invited you here, you just want to connect with that person and talk about products and get your products tonight because we got a huge sale going on. So it would not be remotely disrespectful if you exited and decided to go on and just tap that link, go in the back office and, go on and purchase your products tonight. That's okay. But if you, like many people on this Zoom, know that not only are we a company that transforms lives physically, and I'm going to put a pin in that physically part, because when I joined in July 2024, I was a whopping 214 pounds. I had been at my highest weight, 227 pounds. I have been in the 200-pound club for over 15 years. But because of God and these products, I've been able to release myself from the 200-pound club. I am now entering the 180-something pound club. So bravo, and that's total life changes. But if you want to talk about creating some income. It's tough times out here in these streets. I don't care if you have one income, two incomes, three incomes. It's just way too close to no income. So you need to come a little closer. You need to spend a little bit more time with us this evening because we're going to chat just ever so briefly about how you can not only transform from the inside, but line your pockets too and create a new revenue, a new financial revenue of income for you and your family. So just briefly, we've got 6 ways of pay. I'm only going to talk about 3 of those 6. The first way is retail. And what does that mean? It means that you, by investing just $20, somebody put $20 in the chat? I mean, most people spend more than $20 for lunch, right? You just make a small investment of $20. What do you get? You get your own Shopify. You don't have to package any products. You got your own customer service department. You have a warehouse fully stocked with the plethora of products that we have. And you share your link with your friends and family and the people who are coming up to you saying, wow, Tess, you're looking good, girl. You released all that weight. How can I, find out where I can purchase those products, where your friends and family will go in and purchase products. A 30-day supply, that'll get you $20 in your account. And we do have what we call daily pay as well. With retail, you can get paid the next day. And I love, 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 love daily pay. I mean, I'm a speech language pathologist. I've been doing it for 30 years. However, at this juncture in my career, I'm not a salaried employee because I'm all about freedom. So freedom means if I have clients, I work. If I don't have clients, I find something else to do. And usually it's total life changes and it's a smart thing to do. So your first way of pay is retail. Your second way of pay is fast start bonus. That means that, somebody decides they want to join Brenda in business and they decide, well, in order for me to join Brenda in business, I want to have a supply of my products that I know work. So I want to buy a 30-day supply of NutriBurst. I want to get, a 30-day supply of Control. Because Control is the truth. If you don't know about Control, you need to talk to somebody about this. The appetite snatcher. You may need some Delgado coffee. This is our reishi mushroom coffee. It's very therapeutic, a 30-day supply. So when you decide to join Brenda in business, she gets 50% of whatever you invested in when you joined her in business. And she's helping you to build a business. That's amazing, right? And then the third way we're going to talk about tonight is called binary pay. Excuse me, binary pay. And what that means is that you decide you want to help 2 people join your business. You want to help them to change the trajectory of their lives from the inside out. And you're going to earn 12 to 28% of all of their commission, all of their, you're going to get residual income, which means that you can be doing your Thanksgiving holiday in Florida, and your two people who you've helped in business, they're hustling during Thanksgiving, talking to their friends and family and creating income, and you wake up and you've got more money in your account. So that's what we do around here. We create multiple streams of income. We transform from the inside out. We are community. We support each other. You're in the business by yourself, but you're not. No, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. So anyway, we have a bunch of Black Friday deals going on. Go check out, what's happening with Total Life Changes, and peruse those products, get some products, and get back with the person that invited you here tonight. They love you. They care about you. And I want you to have an amazing evening. So thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you for being introduced to Total Life Changes. Have an amazing weekend and be fruitful. Be fruitful, my TLC teammates. Adios. Thank you.